Yes, here's typical English weather. I don't think I ordered this. It would seem the weather gods did not get my memo for sunshine. Anyway, back to the video in hand. Hello, it's me. So I've been promising to do this video for a little while, so I suppose I ought to get off my Botticelli and do it. So here it is. This is the 5 things I have learnt since losing weight. First of all, I am not an expert. I am not an expert in most things, but I'm most definitely not an expert in this. This is just my humble opinions. I was going to do this video outside because it's lovely and I've got the tumble dryer on and the dog's probably going to start snoring and the phone's going to ring and people are going to message me and the weather outside is frightful. Oh, hang on, wrong season. Anyway, so I'm doing it in the house, so I apologise if the quality of the video is rubbish. I don't profess to be an expert at that either. So anyway, 5 things that I have discovered since losing weight. This is my personal opinion of weight loss since losing 85 pounds. So feel free to add your own or disagree with me, or most people do, or agree with me, some people do. And let's get this video on the run thing. I don't even know what that means. So the first one is emotions, and the reason why I put that right at the top is because if I don't, it'll probably cry. Oh, no, it won't really. However, I have noticed, I mean, I'm quite an emotional person anyway. I'm an empath, I think that's the word they call it. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm an empath, so I do pick up emotions very, very easily. But since losing weight, I've found that my emotions can go from happy to sad in a short space of time. I don't know why that is, to be honest with you. I would like to give you a fantastically wonderful medical reason for it. Maybe I'm just getting emotional in my old age. Maybe that's the reason. But I don't know, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I can go from absolute to the heights of happiness when I've like lost 4 pounds, or I've walked up a mountain, or I've done something that's been, you know, not necessarily something that I've wanted to do for a while, but definitely something that, you know, I feel has been an achievement for me, to the absolute pits of despair where I've not lost weight, or I put a couple of pounds on, or I've worked really hard and not lost any weight, and it can literally turn me into someone that I don't recognise. It's really quite bizarre, and I think it's because I have so much invested mentally in losing weight now. I've been doing it for a year, that when the results I expect don't arrive, to be quite frank, it pees me off quite a lot, actually. So yeah, emotions. You'll also understand as well, and this is another thing that I've noticed, is that I don't think I expected to be Mrs. Popular when I lost weight. I didn't. However, I don't understand mentally why, because I think I'll kind of rewind a little bit because I'm kind of going forward too fast. I think when I was fat, when I was really fat, I'm still fat now, but when I was really fat, I used to think to myself, if I was thin, I would be popular. That's what I used to think, because when I was at school, I wasn't popular, and it was because I was overweight. When I was at college, I wasn't popular, and that's because I was overweight. When I was at work, or the works that I've worked at, apart from one, I wasn't popular, and that's because I was overweight. So in my mind, I equate with being popular, or not being popular, should I say, is because I am overweight. So I think when I lost this weight, I expected to all of a sudden become Mrs. Popularity, and it hasn't happened. So it's very difficult for me, my emotions, to adjust to the reasons why. Maybe I am actually just obnoxious, and that's why I'm not popular. Please don't answer that. Anyway, I'm going to move on quickly with that, because otherwise I'm going to cry, and you don't want to see me ugly cry again. You've already seen that on a video. So yeah. The next point I would like to say is the second thing I've learned about, the second thing I've learned since losing weight is a new appreciation, a new love of clothes. Now, when you're a size 24, 26, 28, anybody who is in that size will admit eventually that they choose the clothes they can fit into. They don't necessarily choose the clothes they like. They don't necessarily choose the clothes that suit them. As you know yourself, when you're a plus size lady or gentleman, clothes above a size 16, 18 become horrible. I don't know why. I think well, most of them do. I know there are a few makers out there now who do make nice clothes for large people, but there are not very many, to be honest with you. You either wear blue, brown or black, because obviously we want to blend into the sidewalk, clearly. So yes, I can now go into a shop, and pretty much, not all shops, I mean you still do get some shops where they only provide for skinny minis, but I can go into some shops and it's like, yes, I can buy this and I can buy it in my size, and I actually quite like it. You know, I like it and I can wear it and think to myself, I bought this because I want to wear it, not because I can fit into it. So yeah, I have learnt that where I had no interest in clothes before, and I'm not even entirely sure if it was I had no interest in clothes. I think it was just because there were no clothes that ever fit me, not that I liked. So it was just basically, well, as long as it covers my ass and my tits, you know, it's, as long as I'm covered, what difference does it make? So yeah, so now, however, I also have found, on a side note for me, is that I do tend to spend quite a lot of time in workout clothes. I am kind of between clothes sizes, so I do pick a few pieces up cheaply from car boot sales or markets, but I don't really want to be buying expensive clothes as I'm passing through sizes. So I do spend a lot of time in gym clothes, which is great, because it makes my legs feel lovely. I don't think you really need to know that, but I like stroking my legs. Leave now before it catches. Anyway, quickly, moving on. Number 3, photographs. Photographs. I love photographs. All of a sudden, I have become the selfie queen. Now, you'll be hard-pressed to find a selfie picture of me from a year ago. In fact, I don't think there was one, because I could never get an angle right where I don't get this big fat chin in. And I'm still getting the fat chin in now, but before I was like that. You know, that if you look on any of my profile pictures at the top of my thing on YouTube, I literally look like I've been inflated. It looked like somebody put a tube in my mouth and blown me up and mistaken me for a balloon. I really do. So now, I love photos. I love being in photos. I love taking photos. I love selfies. I love, oh, is it WhatsApp, I think it is, where you can put filters on. I love that. I love making myself look beautiful, because for the first time in a long time I actually feel beautiful. And, you know, my husband thought I was beautiful before, but I think inside feeling beautiful is something a little bit stronger. That's not to take away from what other people thought of me, but I think inner strength is I can't explain it. I think when you've lost a lot of weight, I know I have a lot of weight to go, so some people may look at me and think, oh, well, you're still really fat. And yes, I am really fat. I've got 49 pounds to go, which is a lot of weight, and I get that, it's over 4 stone. But, you know, I've lost nearly 7 stone, so I think that I'm entitled to be a little bit happy at the fact that I look nicer in pictures, even if I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Am I second? Oh no, 4 now. See, I'm losing. Number 4. Number 4, everywhere you go, when you are on a diet, or when you're on healthy weight loss or anything, you will see food. Everywhere. You will smell food, you will see food, and I don't mean like fish. You will see food, you will want food. You will all of a sudden have absolutely strange and crazy cravings for food you never ate before. I remember years and years ago, I used to go to Slimming World, and I didn't get on with the scheme. I know a lot of people have. It wasn't for me. Mainly because a lot of the food that at that time, because we're talking like about 10 years ago, so I'm sure it's probably changed now, but at the time, a lot of the food that was on their red plan and green plan, I didn't like. I didn't like either of the plans, so it was very difficult for me to keep to plan. But anyway, I used to crave custard cream biscuits all the time, like, and I don't even really like custard cream biscuits, So that's quite random. But yes, ever since I've been losing weight, I've been trying to lose weight, I see food everywhere. I want different foods, and I want strange things, like the things I don't even like. If my husband is cooking something and I think, oh my God, that smells absolutely delicious. So I don't know if it's maybe a renewed love of food, maybe a more awareness of food. Maybe that's a positive thing. You know, maybe I'm taking it as a negative, and it actually isn't negative. It's a positive thing. You know, now I appreciate food. I don't just gorge myself on food just to cover my emotions and make myself feel happy. I actually eat food because I'm hungry and I want to eat it and enjoy it. Did I mention emotions? Yeah, I think I did. I mention emotions. Number 6, another thing I've noticed is number 5, I was on number 5. Oh, because I put emotions in again, didn't I? So this is kind of like number 5B. It's not really 6, it's 5B. So yeah, 5B, sleeping. Before I started losing weight, I was an absolute terrible insomniac. You could find me up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd sleep for a couple of hours and then I'd be awake all day. I was terrible. I used to get a lot of writing done because I am supposed to be a writer, but I'm not doing very much of it at the minute. So yes, I sleep. At 10 o'clock, if I've been out, if I've had a busy day walking and cycling and swimming and whatever, if I've had a busy day at 10 o'clock and I'm absolutely shattered and I get into bed and it's literally like somebody turns the switch off. So yeah, that's a good benefit from sleeping, from exercising and weight loss, sleeping better. So yeah, I get into bed literally and zonk. It's like I say, it's like literally somebody's clonked me on the head with something that's clunky, I should think. But yeah, so they're the 5 little things that I've found out since losing weight. There are quite a few other things, like for instance, I never realised that I would lose weight off my feet. I'd never even considered that. I didn't think to myself, yeah, you've got fat on your feet as well. But yeah, I've gone down a whole shoe size and a half now. I used to be in a size 8 and it was a wide fitting 8 as well, and I'm now in a size 7, slim fit 7. So that is absolutely amazing for me. I know it's only a shoe, but it just shows you that where you carry your fat. I also don't have at the back of my head here. I used to have a big fold of fat underneath where my ponytail is. That's completely gone. I've now actually got a flat head instead of a fat head, which is very nice. So yeah, there are a couple of 5, well 6, maybe 7, I've lost count now, things that I have discovered since losing weight. I would love to hear if there are any that you have discovered. Are there any that surprised you? Are there any that you thought would happen and didn't happen? They're always good ones to have. So yeah, I finally got this video done. Hurrah! Marie's done something when she said she's going to do it. That's a novelty. I'm going to get it edited, get it sorted out, get it up on my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to break 100 subscribers today. Today is the 24th of April, 2017. So let's see if this will be the day when I get 100 subscribers. And then we can start all the giveaways and fun like that, which is, if you look on me, I think it's my last video, but I'll link it here anyway so you can see it. So that's me done. 5, 6, 7, 8 amazing things that I found out about since losing weight, which probably aren't that amazing, but I think they're quite cool. I'm going to give you a lovely last shot of the rain in an English country garden. Oh, and I've just had a thought. Sorry for swinging you about all over the place. I have to put my dinosaur in because my dinosaur seems to be getting a little bit too big for his very green boots. Well, it's actually a lady, so I don't know what to say he for, but yes, she's very nice, but she needs a name. So if you can think of a name for her, comment below and maybe your name will get chosen. Goodbye from this unnamed dinosaur. See ya. Like, subscribe, share, do all the other things. Let's get me to 100 today. Come on, you could do it. Push, push. I'll see you soon. Bye.